This was my first read of the year, Dearly Devoted Dexter by Jeff Lindsay, the second book in the Dexter series. I gave this book 3 stars, and I'd like to share with you why. I'll start with what I liked. The suspense for when Dr. Danko would strike and who he'd take next was great. He had a method to his madness that was as ridiculous as it was hilarious. You know, if you're into dark humor. What Dr. Danko puts his victims through is horrifying, artistic, and gruesome. All wonderful aspects of a promising villain. And I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't guess what his method was until right before it was revealed. Even with Lindsay's excellent foreshadowing, because it really is right in front of the reader the entire time. But now comes what I didn't like. This book was disappointing in that it was anticlimactic. And with this negative part of the review, I'm about to reveal some spoilers. So if you haven't read the book, now's your cue to scroll. But if you don't mind so much, here we go. Even in the second installment of this series, there's still not enough killing going on from Dexter, whose entire character is embellished as a serial killer. There are only 2 kills from our dear boy, and only one of them is described with any modicum of desirable detail. But the ending. I can't bring myself to call it a climax. Sure, Dokes has been reduced to his own version of a yodeling potato, which puts Dexter in a good spot for avoiding discovery, but doesn't it seem a bit too convenient that anyone on the verge of discovering him is immediately dispatched in the same book the suspicion is introduced? This is a series, right? But perhaps the most anticlimactic moment of all was the ending, when Deb shows up to shoot Danko right before Dexter loses any limbs. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining that Dexter's still intact, but the ending is so disappointingly short. I would have loved more dialogue between Dexter and Danko, and definitely a more satisfying death to suit the brutality this man has meted out. Time to read book 3.